Joined by Megan Weaver, who is the head women's golf coach at Longwood University. How are you doing today, Coach Weaver?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
Good. Thank you for taking the time to join me. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
You're the new head women's golf coach at Longwood University. Can you tell me about Longwood University? I believe it's a Division I school in Virginia. Is that correct?
Yep, correct. Yeah, so it's we're located in Central Virginia in a small college town called Farmville. We have about 3,500 students.
Okay.
So for being a Division I school, we're on the smaller side in terms of student body. But we have a great little community, great little college town that we live in. It's very supportive of athletics. So yeah.
So Longwood is in the Big South Conference. So tell me about the Big South Conference, and the teams that are in your conference.
Sure. So the Big South Conference, it ranges basically from Virginia, it's us and Radford, and then down to Charleston.
Okay.
So there's Charleston Southern, High Point, USC Upstate, UNC Asheville, Presbyterian College, Gardner Webb,
Okay.
Winthrop. I think that's everyone. There's 9 women's golf programs.
So you're the new head women's golf coach at Longwood. You were named the head women's golf coach in August. So what did it mean to you to be named the head women's golf coach at Longwood in August?
Yeah, it was absolutely fantastic. Like a dream come true, really. I fell in love with coaching when I started coaching high school golf, and I just said, if there was a way that I could make this my full-time job, I would love to break into collegiate coaching. So the opportunity became available. Had a great conversation with Tim Hall, the athletic director here. I was very impressed with his leadership. I've worked in the corporate world for over a decade under several leaders, and he just blew me away with his vision. So yeah, I thought the program had a solid team, but I would love to continue to improve and elevate the women's golf team. So really excited that I have this opportunity.
And is this your first college head coaching position?
Correct. Yes.
So how was the fall season for you, being a new head coach, and also how was the fall season for your team?
Yeah. So it was a huge learning curve for me.
Okay.
So I really appreciated my team's patience as I learned all the policies and procedures and all the backroom stuff, in addition to, the things you think about when you're leading practice, going to tournaments, that sort of thing. But the team did pretty well. We continued to improve our team scores tournament after tournament, which is really what my goal is. And I hope we continue that trajectory as we move into the spring season here in a couple weeks. But yeah, we've had some solid finishes, but I'd like to continue to improve and get some little bit higher finishes. So we can, yeah, hopefully make our way into the Big South Championship, and I'd love to ultimately make it to match play.
So your spring season's upcoming. Your first tournament will be in Florida, but then after that, your spring season will be just in South Carolina and North Carolina. So talk about, playing just in South Carolina and North Carolina, and what do you see for your team upcoming in the spring?
Yeah. So spring golf is always iffy. We never know how much rain we're gonna get, what the weather will really be like. So hopefully, with majority of our schedule being further south, we'll take advantage of the warmer weather and hopefully drier weather. We do have one. Yeah, I guess EC is also in North Carolina. So yeah, hopefully the weather really holds out for us. But yeah, we'll just deal with the hand we're given. We'll have a lot of practice in whatever conditions up here as we're a little bit north. So I think it'll be good prep for anything that we're dealt with in the upcoming events.
Nice. Well, good luck with your upcoming spring season. So
Thank
tell
you.
me, where did you grow up and how did you get into golf?
Sure. I grew up in Canton, Ohio,
Okay.
home of the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And I got into golf. Basically, my dad really wanted to introduce my twin sister and me to every sport when we were growing up. And golf is kind of what stuck the longest because we continued to improve and beat everyone. And we're like, oh, winning is fun. So yeah, we really enjoyed it and just stuck with it through
Nice.
college and everything. Yep.
What are some early golfing memories you had? Like if you played junior golf, high school golf, or even just, playing with your, twin or your family?
Yeah. My twin sister and I, we were ultra competitive growing up.
Okay.
We always wanted to beat one another. So I think that was really the driving force that got us to be as good as we were, because like we would try to sneak off and practice without the other one to try to get an upper hand, but we were also best friends, so it was a great balance. But yeah, we played high school golf together. We ultimately went on and played college golf together as well. But yeah, I just remember when we were younger, we would go to the course, we'd practice for hours. We spent a ton of time working on short game because we didn't belong to a private club or anything. So the best way to improve that's free is short game. So
Mhm.
that's what we spent a lot of time working on.
Nice. So you went to college at Ohio University. Being from Ohio, what did it mean to you to play for Ohio University? And how were your 4 years at Ohio?
Yeah. The 4 years were absolutely fantastic. My sister and I knew we wanted to go to the same school and both play collegiate golf. So we were, a package deal, and we had to find a team that had enough room in their roster for both of us. Our mom actually attended Ohio University, and so she kept like whispering in our ears, like, don't forget about OU, don't forget about OU. It wasn't originally at the top of our list, but once we went and visited campus, we just fell in love and it felt like home. So we chose to go there, and we had a fantastic 4 years there.
Nice. So I got to interview your college coach, Kelly Ovington. So what was it like to play for Coach Ovington at Ohio? And did you learn anything from playing for Coach Ovington at Ohio?
Yeah. Yeah, she's we're I fun fact, we're actually our two teams, so Longwood and OU we're paired together with them at the Florida tournament.
Okay.
So it is going to be so surreal and so full circle to be coaching aside her in a couple weeks. So I'm super excited for that. But yeah, playing for her was great. It really could have gone both ways. We weren't recruited. That's actually kind of similar to my current team situation. We weren't recruited by Coach Evington.
Okay.
She started a couple weeks before our fall we were on quarters. Our fall quarter started our
Okay.
freshman year. But yeah, it worked out nicely. One of the most interesting things I learned from her, I think, was just perspective. I remember one practice, she paired us up, and we went out and played a few holes, and before each shot we had to walk through our entire thought process, our approach to the shot, what we were thinking, how we were going to execute it. And I was a very aggressive player, and I was partnered with a much less aggressive teammate, and my teammate, she said, like, before each approach shot, I'm just going for the center of the green. I'm just going for the center of the green. And I was floored because I would very rarely just go for the center of the green. And so, but that golf is very individualistic. And so it really taught me to appreciate how different people approach the game and approach each shot. So yeah, that was one of the fond and interesting memories that stuck with me over the years.
Yes. Well, I know when I asked Coach Ovington about you, she had nothing but great things to say about you.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Tell me about your 9+ years of experience working as an actuary in the accident and health insurance industry.
Yeah. So for the first decade of my career, I was working as an actuary. It took me 7 of those 10 years to pass all of the exams and requirements to be fully credentialed. It was gruesome and awful, but ultimately, working as an actuary was good. I didn't love it and I didn't hate it, and so I always said, okay, I'm gonna keep doing this until I find what I'm really passionate about. Along the way, I got really good at Excel and loved all the keyboard shortcuts and being a little, I don't know, building little statistical models and that sort of thing. But once I started coaching, that's when I really like felt the fire and was more passionate and found myself daydreaming about practice and what we were going to do and how I could help the team improve. And so then that was really kind of the kick towards, okay, maybe this could be what I'm meant to do as a career.
So you worked 9+ years. How did you know you wanted to become a college head coach, and what was it like for you, going from, working professionally to then, becoming a college head coach?
Yeah. It's I mean, there's definitely some similarities with like athletics and the corporate world. But ultimately it's just, I mean, the work is obviously very different. And like I was just saying, like once I realized like I'm sitting in a meeting for my actuarial job and I'm thinking about, okay, how much longer am I here until I get to go to practice, or what are we really gonna focus on? What's going to move the needle the most with the team? I'm like, I'm clearly not being present in my job, so this doesn't feel like what I'm meant to be doing. So I started kind of last summer looking for collegiate coaching opportunities, because I'm like, I'd love to get my foot in the door and see what it's like. And it has been absolutely fantastic. A lot of people have thought like, why would you leave like your great career to do something that you have, no, like relatively no experience with. But I'm so glad I did. It's been absolutely fantastic.
So tell me about your journey to becoming Longwood's head coach in August.
Yeah, so it's actually kind of an interesting story. I I actually, to be frank, didn't apply to the job because of my, lack of previous collegiate coaching experience. I'm looking at job descriptions and I'm like, I don't have that, don't have that. And so I was thinking, like, as I was reading Longwood's and other head coaching positions, their different job descriptions, obviously a lot of them want previous experience. And so I thought, hey, I probably have to start at the assistant coach level before I can move up to a head coach position. So I was reaching out to anyone I knew that might have an assistant coach position open, and here through the grapevine, Tim Hall, like I said, our athletic director, he got wind that I was seeking a collegiate coaching opportunity. So he gave me a call, and it was end of July, and he's like, "Hey, I'm looking for a head women's golf coach. Would you be interested in hearing about the opportunity and potentially interviewing for it?" And I was like, absolutely, I would love to. So like I said, talking to him, hearing his vision and how he leads the department, and meeting with some of the other coaches who've been absolutely supportive, along with the athletics administration. I just knew that it would be a great way to kick off this second career, if you will.
Right. Awesome. Well, Longwood's definitely, very lucky to have you. And definitely, they made the right decision on hiring you.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you.
So finally, how appreciative are you of Longwood, for giving you your first head coaching position, and how much have you enjoyed your time so far at Longwood?
Oh yeah, I definitely have absolutely enjoyed my time. I'm so appreciative. Sometimes you just need the one person or the couple people to believe in you. And so I'll be like forever grateful that they took the chance with me. And yeah, hopefully it'll pay back in dividends to them. But yeah, it's been an amazing journey so far, and I'm excited to see where we can take this program.